Hello. Today I want to go over Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. So first we'll read the synopsis of the play. Caesar's assassination is just the halfway point of Julius Caesar. So Julius Caesar was the most powerful general in Rome, in ancient Rome, and he had grown to such a level of popularity that virtually the whole of Rome was for him. They supported him. But there was a small minority, a handful of people called the conspirators, who conspired or plotted to kill him. So his assassination, the assassination of Julius Caesar means the killing. Assassination means the killing of a king or a ruler or an emperor. And his assassination is just the halfway point of Julius Caesar. So the halfway point is Act 3 in the play. All of Shakespeare's plays are divided into 5 acts: Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4, and Act 5. Act 1 is the introduction where we're introduced to the characters, they interact, and because of what they do and say, the action rises in Act 2, or the rising action takes place. The level of excitement increases until in Act 3, uh, the climax takes place. Here in this play, the climax is the assassination of Julius Caesar. After the climax comes the falling action, where the level of excitement comes down, and finally there is the resolution, where all the events in the play are resolved. So the first part of the play leads to his death. In Act 1, we see the plot against Caesar being formed, and the second portrays the consequences. The second part is Act 3 and Act 4, Act 4 and Act 5, and Act 4 and Act 5 show the consequences of Julius Caesar's assassination. The whole of Rome is plunged into civil war, and there's a lot of bloodshed and a lot of violence as a result of his assassination. As the action begins, Rome prepares for Caesar's triumphal entrance. So in Act 1, as the action begins, the whole of Rome prepares for Caesar's triumphal entrance. He has returned victorious from a battle. The battle was with the sons of Pompey. In ancient Rome, there were three great generals: Julius Caesar, Pompey, and another. Pompey and Caesar became enemies. They fought a battle. Caesar defeated Pompey and killed him. But the sons of Pompey wanted to take revenge. Caesar also fought the sons of Pompey, and then he defeated the sons of Pompey and returned home triumphantly. He was victorious over the sons of Pompey, and the whole of Rome prepares for his entrance. They prepare to welcome him, give him a hero's welcome. Now, Caesar's friend and ally fears that Caesar will become king, destroying the republic. So Brutus is Caesar's friend and ally. An ally, as you can guess, is a close aide, close friend. So Brutus is afraid that Caesar, because of you know, his power, his unchallenged power in Rome, he fears that Caesar will become king. And as a result of his ambition, Brutus fears that he will destroy the republic. Cassius and others convince Brutus to join a conspiracy to kill Caesar. So the handful of conspirators mentioned, there were included Cassius. So Cassius convinces Brutus to join the conspiracy to kill Caesar. Conspiracy is a plan or a plot. On the day of the assassination, Caesar plans to stay home at the urging of his wife Calphurnia. So, on the day in which it is predicted that Caesar will be assassinated, Caesar stays in his home. Caesar stays in his palace. So, his wife Calphurnia has had nightmares about Caesar's death. So, she urges him to stay home, and he stays home. However, a conspirator, Decius Brutus, persuades him to go to the Senate with the other conspirators and his friend Mark Antony. However, Decius Brutus changes Caesar's mind. He persuades Caesar to go to the Senate, and the other conspirators are waiting for him. And Decius Brutus also says, "You can come with your trusted friend Mark Antony." At the Senate, the conspirators stab Caesar to death. Antony uses a funeral oration to turn the citizens of Rome against them. So, Mark Antony is a trusted friend of Julius Caesar. He is loyal to Caesar, and he persuades the conspirators to let him speak at Caesar's funeral. He uses his speech to turn the people of Rome against the conspirators. And the people of Rome, they riot, they run wild through the streets. Brutus and Cassius escape as Antony joins forces with Octavius Caesar. So now there's going to be civil war, and Brutus and Cassius escape and form armies, and Mark Antony joins forces with Octavius Caesar to fight Brutus and Cassius. Encamped with their armies, Brutus and Cassius quarrel, then agree to march on Antony and Octavius. So on the battlefield, Brutus and Cassius are encamped, but first they quarrel, then they agree to march against Antony and Octavius. In the battle which follows, Cassius, misled by erroneous reports of loss, persuades his slave to kill him.